Imagine that right now, at this very moment, while you're watching this video, without any warning, without any shaking or strange sound, the Earth suddenly stops rotating on its axis for just 1 minute. No explosion, no blackout, no visible sign beforehand. Just a stop. In the first few fractions of a second, our brains wouldn't even realize what happened. Everything would seem normal. The sun would still be in the sky, the air would feel the same, the ground would still be beneath our feet, but in reality, the disaster would already be unfolding. Before stopping, the Earth rotates at a speed of about 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator. That means we, our homes, streets, mountains, oceans, and even the air we breathe are all moving at that speed right now. We don't feel it because we've been moving with it since the moment we were born. Now, when the Earth suddenly stops, that speed doesn't disappear. The law of inertia takes over. Everything on the surface of the planet wants to keep moving. As a result, the ground effectively slips out from beneath us. The human body cannot withstand such extreme acceleration. Almost everyone would be hurled eastward at unimaginable speed in a fraction of a second. Standing would be impossible. Running wouldn't even be a concept. Cars would turn into deadly projectiles. Trees would be ripped out of the ground. Buildings that stood for decades would crumple like paper under the force. Entire cities would be erased in seconds, not by explosions, but by momentum. But the true nightmare lies in the atmosphere. The air was rotating with the Earth, and now it continues moving at its previous speed. Winds would form faster than any hurricane, tornado, or storm ever recorded in human history. These winds wouldn't just blow, they would tear, strip, and burn everything in their path. The intense friction between the atmosphere and the Earth's surface would generate enormous heat. In many regions, temperatures would rise so quickly that massive fires would ignite almost simultaneously. Forests, cities, and farmlands would all be consumed by flames, with no one left to stop them. But the oceans, however, would be even more catastrophic. The water would continue moving, ignoring the fact that the ground beneath it has stopped. Walls of water would rise, tsunamis hundreds of meters high. These waves would sweep across continents, erase coastal cities, and surge deep into the interior of the land. The map of the world would change within minutes. Coastlines would vanish, islands would disappear. Many of the cities on which human civilization was built would be permanently submerged. Meanwhile, the interior of the Earth would not remain unaffected. The sudden halt in rotation would create massive imbalances in the planet's crust and mantle. Earthquakes beyond anything measurable on the Richter scale would strike across the globe at the same time. Volcanoes would awaken and the sky would darken with ash. Time would pass. 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 full minute. Then, after that single minute, the Earth would begin rotating again. But this restart wouldn't be like flipping a switch. A second udar, another devastating blow would hit the planet. Everything that had been thrown forward would now have to adjust to the Earth's renewed motion. More destruction, more collisions, more death. If any humans survived both shocks, they would wake up in a world completely unrecognizable. No networks, no cities, no civilization. The sky would be gray, the air toxic, resources scarce, and survival would become the only goal. Life, if it continued at all, would do so in primitive, scattered forms. It might take thousands of years for the Earth to regain balance, and humanity might never return to the level it once reached. So the next time you take the Earth for granted, quietly spinning beneath your feet without you ever noticing, remember that this slow, invisible motion is the thin line between life and total destruction. What if the Earth stopped spinning for just 1 minute? Perhaps that very question would be the last trace of a world that no longer exists.